Hey, what's going on, everybody? Andrew here, back for our build review show. It is Thursday, September 5th of 2024. This is our show where we bring users' builds up on screen, helping them to increase their sim ROIs and ultimately put stronger lineups into their contest. We do this show Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern here. So, want to jump right in. Super busy day with NFL. I'm sure plenty of people will be signing up for the show tomorrow to review their showdown lineups, so that'll be fun. But if anybody ever wants to get signed up for the show, all you got to do is drop your DK username in the office hours channel in our Discord server. That will give me everything I need to be able to bring you up on the stream here. So with that said, let's get our first person up on the screen here. This is going to be Jeremiah, and Jeremiah asked us to review his MLB builds. All right, jumping in here, going back to yesterday's date. MLB. Let's see. Maybe played on FanDuel. I was expecting to see something here. All right, let's look around a little bit. That is the 4th. Let's try the 3rd. Uh-oh. Not seeing a build here. Might be a little bit of a problem here. So I might have to reach back out to Jeremiah here and figure out why we're not seeing their builds here. So probably just have to table that one and circle back to it on another day here, which is totally okay. So nothing wrong with that. But on account of that, that was the only person that we had signed up for today. So that's not particularly good, leaving me with nobody to review and nobody to talk about. So since people are tuned in, I might as well build some lineups for today. You know what? There were a couple other questions that came in. We could just do like a office hours part 2 here. So unfortunately, build review didn't work out. I did see at least one question here that I think we could probably take some time to talk about, given that NFL is in a little bit here. So 2 questions that came in, and we will knock these 2 out. All right. First question was, after watching Jordan's video on showdowns, I'm not understanding the difference between single fill and multi-fill. Could you give a brief explanation of the difference here? Okay, so let me get out of this and let me get back to the office hours builds that we did a little bit ago. Okay, so here I have a build for the Thursday to Monday. I have an entries file with 123 entries. So let's talk about our options here, right? So if I come in here and let's talk about single fill first, right? So what single fill is going to do, single fill is going to be as close to the normal Saber sim as you guys are used to, right? So what it's going to do is so then based on the number of entries in the target area, it is going to update the My Lineups area, right? So if I come in here, I unselect all of these, and let's say I only select 2, right? So now it's going to say, okay, hey, only 2 contests are selected. So My Lineups gets updated to 2 because they're both single entries. Well, if I go and I select all of them, well, then now My Lineups gets updated to 123. So that's what's going on there. I'm getting an issue with some rule or something I have set here So not like a super big deal. Oh, I think it's this filter. Let me turn off the filter. That'll get us back to 123. So good stuff there. So then now from single fill, right? I can do a couple different things. So this is your sorting metric, right? Your ROI here, and I want to go high to low. So when I click this, and I want to go and use contest sim, say I use this target contest sim, right? Well, what it's going to do is it's going to average out the ROIs that each individual lineup has across all 18 contests. So if I come down here to the summary stats, I can see how every single lineup did across all 18 contest sims. And then it'll basically average those values out, average the ROI values out, give it one ROI, and then that's how it gets ranked in this build. Okay. So when I do this, and let's say I'm ready to fill my entries, right? I go to save. So I have three options, right? Rank, unique, random, right? We suggest using unique rank. So what's going to happen here is the order of the contest, the lineups are going to get filled accordingly. So rank number 1 would go into the first target contest, lineup 2 into the second, since it's a single entry, and then 20 lineups, and then 20, and then 20, and then all the way until they're all filled up. So this is what single fill does. And it gives you the ability to see lineups, to select contests, to have a better understanding of minimax exposures for contests, what contests are going into what lineups from the build are going into a contest. Now, when you go and you use multi-fill, you're going to see that the screen changes, right? The lineups go away. And this is because multi-fill is taking a little bit of more zoomed out view of your lineups, and it is not carrying on a lineup by lineup basis as much here. So when you come here, I would recommend closing the projections tab. What you would want to do is set up your rank buys to do target contest ROI, which it's set up for. So that means when we go to fill the first contest, it's going to look at that specific contest sim ROI, fill that entry. Now, after it does that, and you could put in a parameter for a required number of min uniques, but after it does that, it moves on to the next contest in the list, and then it finds that contest sim, sorts it by ROI, puts in the next best lineup. It will not reuse lineups in this case, right? Because we are using unique rank. If we are using rank, it could reuse them. So then we're using unique rank, and then lineup 2 goes. So multi-fill is a fast way of filling your lineups where you're not actually viewing them. You're not looking at them, but it is cycling through and filling them very, very quickly. So if you have tons and tons of entries and contests, and you just care about like the metrics and not so much the individual lineups, this is a very good tool to use. Now, if you actually want to look at the lineups, be a little bit more in the weeds with them, then single fill is going to give you that ability to do that. So that's the biggest difference between the two. All right, next question. Can you show me how to upload my own custom field if I wanted to build lineups outside of SaberSim and bring them in as one of contest fields to sim against? Is there a video to link how that I can watch? So easiest way to do this, open up a new build. You have to have a build with no lineups in it. And then once the build loads, right click on it, go to upload pool. And then once you upload the pool, then the lineups will populate in this build. And then this build name will be an option in your contest sim settings. So I go to contests, like say I want to go and change, one of these here, right? From flagship, I can see I have two options, SaberSim, ownership source, and builds. And now I would just go and change it to build 1 or whatever build name your custom lineups are in. So that's how that would work. All right. Looks like we just hit those 2 questions in the Discord. So good stuff there. And then question live, is there a limit on the number of lineups you can upload as a pool? 5,000 is the limit. So, the most lineups you can run in a build is 5,000. The most lineups you can upload in a build is also 5,000. All right. I know we did something a little bit different for the build review show today, but I'm glad that, we were able to get some additional questions answered before kickoff tonight. So appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow for office hours. Hope you all have a fun evening, enjoying and sweating NFL DFS. So until then, take care. Good luck. Thanks. Bye.